The Eiffel Tower was constructed between 1887 and 1889 by the French engineer Gustave Eiffel, whose firm was renowned for creating metal frameworks and structures. Eiffel was behind several significant metallic constructions in Europe, such as the Porto Viaduct in Portugal, the Viaduct du Garabit in France, and Budapest's train station in Hungary. Gustave Eiffel's company, based in Levallois-Perret near Paris, also crafted the metal framework for another iconic monument, the Statue of Liberty in New York. Designed by Auguste Bartholdi, this statue was a gift from France to the United States in 1886 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the American Declaration of Independence. The Eiffel Tower is constructed from iron, not steel. The iron used in its structure was sourced from the Pompey forges in the eastern region of France. Iron plates and beams, created through the puddling process, were pre-assembled at Eiffel's factories in Levallois-Perret using rivets. These pre-assembled parts were then transported to the construction site and assembled there. This prefabrication method enabled the Eiffel Tower to be built in the remarkably short time of 2 years, 2 months, and 5 days. The iron used in constructing the Eiffel Tower was refined through a process called puddling, which removed excess carbon during the melting of the ore. This resulted in nearly pure iron, which Gustave Eiffel considered the strongest and most durable material at the time. To prevent corrosion, the iron is coated with a thick layer of paint, which must be reapplied every 7 years. This maintenance routine was advised by Gustave Eiffel and continues to be followed today. The Eiffel Tower was constructed as a centerpiece for the Paris World's Fair in 1889. The fair, which took place across the Champ de Mars, highlighted the era's significant advancements in iron and steel construction. Initially referred to as the 300-meter tower, it was soon named after its creator, Gustave Eiffel. The tower was opened to the public on May 15, 1889, the same day as the World's Fair. Despite sparking controversy within the art community during its construction, the tower's bold architecture and design quickly captivated both visitors and Parisians. In its first year, over 2 million people visited the iconic structure. The Eiffel Tower became internationally famous immediately after its completion and public opening in 1889, as it was the tallest structure in the world at the time. Its distinctive iron silhouette quickly became known worldwide through newspaper coverage. Constructed for the 1889 Exposition Universelle, World's Fair, in Paris, Gustave Eiffel's creation was intended to showcase France's industrial and technological boldness on the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. The Eiffel Tower was the first structure to reach 1,000 feet, doubling the height of any previous building. It held the title of the tallest building in the world for 40 years until the Empire State Building was completed in New York in 1931. Since 1889, the Eiffel Tower has been open to visitors, with exceptions during World War II and the COVID-19 pandemic. Nearly 330 million people have experienced the ascent, either by elevator or stairs, to enjoy the stunning view of Paris. Its universal appeal makes it the most visited monument in the world, attracting nearly 7 million visitors each year. To understand why the Eiffel Tower is shaped like the letter A, we need to consider its historical context. In 1884, 2 engineers from Gustave Eiffel's company envisioned constructing a 300-meter tall metal tower for the 1889 World's Fair in Paris. These engineers were experts in designing large-scale metal structures such as bridges, railway stations, and viaducts. Naturally, their initial sketch of the 300-meter tower, based on their calculations, depicted a pylon with 4 legs, each consisting of 4 strong beams connected by open-web joists that slanted upwards to meet at the top. The shapes and curves of the tower are reminiscent of the grand viaducts that Eiffel was building around the same period. The Eiffel Tower was constructed in an impressive timeframe of 2 years, 2 months, and 5 days, from late January 1887 to March 31, 1889. This swift completion not only demonstrated remarkable technical and architectural skill, but also represented a significant accomplishment for its era. The Eiffel Tower is a top attraction for anyone visiting Paris, drawing just over 6 million visitors each year. It is open daily, with operating hours from 9:30 a.m. to 11:45 p.m. and during the summer, it stays open from 9 a.m. to 12:45 a.m. The Eiffel Tower features 3 levels accessible to the public: the first level, the second level, and the summit. The second level has 2 tiers, and the summit also has 2 levels, a lower enclosed area and an upper open-air section. Visitors can reach the first 2 levels by either stairs or elevator, while the ascent from the second level to the summit is only possible by elevator. The Eiffel Tower has an approximate weight of 10,100 tons. Of this, the metal framework accounts for 7,300 tons, and the protective paint adds an additional 60 tons.